Welcome to day one of the Big 12 Football Media Days from the Westin Hotel, hard by Dallas-Fort Worth Airport. Barry Tramel, Brandon Chatmon, and the Oklahoma State Cowboys were in town today. They were the marquee attraction on day number one, a rare spotlight for OSU, generally taking a back seat to Oklahoma, Texas, or Nebraska. But big expectations out of this Cowboy team. Brandon, defense probably going to decide how far Oklahoma State goes. You talked to a lot of the defenders today, talked to a lot of defense. What'd you learn?
Well, basically what I learned is they're really focusing on turnovers. That's the main thing they're talking about, forcing turnovers. They want to make sure they're up at the top of the Big 12 in turnovers because that's been the main focus that new defensive coordinator Bill Young has come in. And he's talked a lot about turnovers, preached turnovers. They chart turnovers at their practices. So a good day as far as turnovers is more than one. You have only one turnover in a 2-hour practice. That's not a good day for them.
Is this a case of, in this modern age of football where all offenses are spread out and doing all kinds of things, very hard to stop? Is it a case of instead of trying to tackle the man with the ball, just tackle the football? Exactly. You're not going to stop them, so take it from them. Exactly.
If you can't stop them, take the ball from them. Give it back to your offense. Give them an opportunity to make some plays and get some touchdowns.
Well, Andre Sexton, the senior linebacker, was here. Been a very veteran leader for the Cowboys. What does Andre say about this 2009 OSU defense?
Well, he says he feels like they have more experience than they've had in past years. He feels like they can come out, especially with more leadership. At every position, they have more leaderships as far as defensive line. They have leadership at the linebacker position, especially with 3 returning starters. And then you have Paris Cox at the secondary position. So they have more leadership. The coaches don't have to coach near as much as they had in the past because their seniors and their leaders are taking care of that part of it for them.
Well, I chatted at length with Mike Gundy. This is in many ways a watershed year for Oklahoma State. This is what this program has been building for quite some time, a championship contention. Mike Gundy said today that, yes, this is the best equipped OSU has been to contend for a Big 12 title. Now, it won't be easy. Gundy said that while the schedule does break for them, 8 home games, most of the tough games at home, still have to go to Norman, still play some sleeper squads, but this team is equipped better than any since his days in Stillwater to contend for a Big 12 title. Interestingly enough, he was asked to compare this great OSU offense and its trio of talented players with the epic 1988 trio. Mike Gundy said, first of all, you can't go compare anybody to Barry Sanders. Seemed like he gave Des Bryant, Hartley Dykes a wash. And then he said at quarterback, I would recruit Zach Robinson. I wouldn't recruit the guy that played quarterback on that 88 team. But Gundy seemed confident to me. He seemed at ease. I think he's expecting a pretty good year for the Cowboys.
Yeah, that's one thing I did notice. They all know that there's a lot more attention this year. They're kind of expected to do well, and they know they have to go head-to-head with OU, head-to-head with Texas, and they're ready for that challenge.
Well, Bill Young, the new defensive coordinator, a lot of talk today about Bill Young. An interesting note that I did not know. Bill Young coached a certain player at Ohio State many moons ago. That player, Bo Pelini, now the coach at Nebraska. So John Rohde's writing about Bo Pelini tomorrow and was asked if Pelini is still stealing ideas from Young, and Bill Young said, no, I'm stealing ideas from Bo. So some good rivalry going on within the Big 12. Hey, we're here for 2 more days. The Sooners are in town tomorrow. On Wednesday comes the Texas Longhorns, so stay tuned for more from Big 12 Media Days on newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoman.